Student life can be tough with assignments, exams, extracurricular activities, and social obligations, all competing for your time and attention. It's easy to feel stressed and disorganized when trying to balance everything, especially as deadlines loom and responsibilities pile up. This video will explore how a student planner can be the right tool to effectively manage your time, stay on top of your academic tasks, and reduce stress, allowing you to focus on what truly matters, succeeding in your studies. So, without further ado, let's get to work. Before we start the tour, I want to briefly explain how to set up the planner if you have purchased it. Go to the last section of the navigation menu and expand the Source Databases toggle. Here you will find a list of the main databases. Click on the links of each database and delete the example pages. Do not edit anything on the notification database, otherwise you will lose all notifications. The first page of the planner is your dashboard, which gives you an overview of all the essentials. On the left, there's the navigation bar, of course, and below that there is a block dedicated to your university where you can input key information you want on hand at any time, like for example the university website or your student ID. Below this block, there's a database showing the exams or tests that are coming up in the current month. And finally, you have a small sticky note block to jot down notes on the go. In the center column, there's the timetable for current lessons. Each card on the database represents a lesson or a lecture, and it is connected to a course. In the time property, you can input the hours for each lecture. In this example, I've made the text bold to highlight the time a bit more. The Where column lets you input the location for each lecture. You can easily drag and drop lessons from one day to another on the board. You may notice this block has a red frame that identifies a synced block. So each edit you make on this page will appear also in the University Hub as well. Below the timetable, you have a calendar of all assignments for the current month. All calendars of this template will update automatically each month, so you don't have to edit anything. You can, of course, drag and drop assignments within the calendar, and the date property will change automatically. Each assignment is categorized by type, and you can assign a specific time or location and relate the corresponding course. But we will dive into assignments and their organization later. For now, let's continue the tour of the dashboard. Below the assignment calendar, you have the tasks and to-do calendar for the current month. This database collects academic as well as personal or work-related tasks, and you see which sphere they belong to thanks to the labels. Having a centralized hub for all your tasks instead of separate ones will help you stay on top of your daily and weekly calendar, avoiding confusion and overlapping. Once a task is complete, you can check the checkbox directly from the calendar. Moving on to the right column, first you see a nice clock, a small notification card with the current date and counters for your assignments and tasks, and also a handy notification for upcoming birthdays, which is connected to your contact book. This card is completely automated, so you don't have to change or input anything here. Below, we have buttons for quick actions like adding a new course or assignment on the relative database. Lastly, there is a database view of your current active courses. And this is your dashboard, a page designed to let you see the general outlook of your monthly activities and help you decide which area you want to focus on first. Now, let's explore the other pages. The first one is your Uni Planner. Here you see the same synced timetable of the dashboard, and below you have your course list. Here you can add courses and assign year, semester, and other information. You can list all your courses and organize them using a filter, either by year or by active status. The mark column is a formula that shows the current weighted mark for each course. Do not edit this column. You can input your marks on the grade calculator, which we'll see later. The curriculum database collects all your courses and has a pre-populated template that allows you to focus on one course at a time. Here you can collect all relevant information, upload, for example, the syllabus, and note down the assessment method and reading list. You will also see the updated calendar for all deadlines and tasks related to the course. If you don't want to see the completed tasks or deadlines, for example, you can just add a specific filter rule. On this template, you also see a database view for all the notes connected to the course, so you can access whenever you need. Going back to the Uni Hub, you have a section where you can organize courses for all academic years. So you have a multi-year planner, basically. There is a board view for each year grouped by semester. You can add courses directly from this view as well. On the Uni Planner, you can also set academic goals. Relate them to a specific course if you need, and assign deadlines and also tasks. Once you complete tasks related to a goal, the progress bar will upgrade. You can also use this database to set personal goals, but they will show on a different page. The last section of this page is dedicated to your university contacts. Use the tags to assign categories to each person. You can also collect their birthdays and personal information, and for professors or work contacts, you can also note down consultation times too. The tags shown here are just examples. You can, of course, edit them according to your preferences. This database basically functions as a contact book where you can save all your personal, academic, or work-related contacts. But inside the Uni Hub, you will only see the ones connected to your university. Now let's take a look at the assignment page. There are two calendars here, one for the current week's tasks and the other for all upcoming assignments. You can relate tasks to a course or a deadline, which refers to any type of assignment or test. Set date, time, and priority level. You can also input an assignee and tag classmates if necessary. Check the checkbox once you've completed a task. Below the calendars, you have multiple views collecting different types of assignments. I've included a few standard types, such as essays, projects, or presentations. I've also included templates to help you organize and execute your assignments. The deadlines database contains a formula to show you how many days are left for each deadline. You can edit the type of assignment by clicking on the three dots icon of the database menu and selecting Properties. Scroll down to the Hidden tab and click the six dots icon next to Type. Make all relevant edits in the window that appears. And you can also duplicate the view and change its name and the filter to show the type of assignment you want to see, or even delete any view you don't need. Below, there is another view of assignments grouped by course, so you will always see uncompleted assignments for each course you have. Beneath this section, there is the grade calculator. This is where you actually input the marks you receive. So you have the date and the assignment name or the exam on the left. In the grade column, you will input the grade you got. Here it is set as a percentage. If you want a number, click on the column name, select Edit Property, and on the number format, select Number. The weight column lets you input the weight for each assignment. The database will automatically calculate your weighted mark. This database communicates with the course database, so each mark will be calculated automatically and appear on each course page. You will just have to input your grades and weight percentage here. The last section of this page is an archive of all completed assignments, grouped and organized by course. The next page we see is the study room. This page is designed to help you focus on your study and maximize your potential. You have a reminder of all upcoming exams and quizzes in the top section. And below that, there is a Pomodoro timer and a study plan section, which is the heart of this page. The first view groups courses by mastery level, allowing you to easily identify your weakest subjects and those you've mastered. The mastery column, in fact, is a self-evaluation space for you to assess your current knowledge of a specific subject. It starts from none for all courses you haven't started revising and goes from weak to perfect. The weaker courses will always appear at the top. The second view is your revision planner. It is designed to show the courses you need to revise first, based on your mastery level and the last time you have revised the subject. It will also show precisely how many days have passed since the last revision. So ideally, you want to review all subjects with a low mastery level more frequently, say every 3 to maximum 6 days, and leave more days between revisions for subjects you feel confident about. At the end of each study session, you can change the status of your mastery and the date, of course, and the database will reorganize accordingly. Try to be honest with yourself here. This is a tool to help you achieve your goals, but no one is judging you. Then you can set the date for the next revision based on your current knowledge level and upcoming exams or tests. While studying, you can utilize this page and its Pomodoro timer. You can, for example, open up the course page you want to revise for and access all relative information and notes. The study room has also a dedicated section for notes at the end, organized by course, as well as the notes archive. Next, we have the weekly planner. This page is dedicated to weekly to-dos and meetings, and all tasks here are organized by day. The top section of the page lets you set weekly goals and top priorities, and has a space to celebrate your wins for a boost of confidence and motivation, which is very important. Check the checkboxes for each completed task and add new items to the planner. You can also set a time, priority level, and relate any deadlines, courses, or goals to each to-do. Remember to assign the correct date in the corresponding date property. The final section of the weekly planner contains your personal goal planner. Basically, this is the same database as the academic goal planner we saw earlier, but it is filtered to show only your personal goals. We've also included a page to track your daily habits. It has a weekly calendar at the top. Click on the button to generate a new daily habit card. For the title, I suggest you input at today for easy access. The date property will be populated automatically. On the template you see, there are 6 example habits. You can change their name and icon to fit your needs. You can also delete properties or add new ones. The habit properties are basically just checkboxes with a name related to a specific habit. If you have more or less than 6 habits, you have to change the formula for the progress bar as well. And here is how. So, hover over the blue button on the database menu and click the down arrow. Click on the 3 dots next to the default template called Untitled. Select Edit, and here you can start editing the existing checkboxes. Let's say you have less than 6 habits. Let's say you have 5. Edit the existing habits accordingly and delete the remaining habit property. Then click on the progress and select Edit Property. On the formula panel, put the cursor next to the 6th checkbox property and delete the text, including the plus symbol and the property's name. Now, if you have 5 habits, you need to divide the formula by 5. So just change the number you see here at the end to the total number of your habits, which in this case is 5. Click Done, and the formula will be correctly amended. If you have more than 6 habits, after editing the existing checkboxes, you need to click on Add a Property and select the checkbox from the list. Name the property with the name of your habit and assign an icon if you want. Repeat the process for as many habits as you need to add. Next, on the formula panel this time, you need to add the new habits you have created to the formula. So, to do so, put your cursor next to the last property you see, click plus on your keyboard, and write to number, followed by an open and close bracket. You'll notice the to number function appear on the menu below. Inside the 2 brackets, insert the name of the new habit property. You will see it on the menu below, so scroll down until you find it. Click on the property, and it will appear on the formula panel. If you have more than 7 habits, you need to repeat this process for all new habits created. Remember to add a plus symbol in between properties except the last one. Then, lastly, you have to amend the number at the end of the formula to match the number of your total habits. Click Done, and now you can use your tracker to track your daily habits. Each daily entry will also appear on the calendar and in the archive below. Each tracker page has also a second template with prompts for journal entries if you do want to keep a journal. You can access your entries from the archive as well. And this is the habit tracker page that we have created for this planner. The next page is the budget tracker, an essential part of every life planner. Here you can firstly organize your expenses into macro categories. To add a category, click the relative button, assign a name and an icon for the category, and input your budget. The database will update the other properties automatically. You can also edit the existing categories if you need to. On the expenses database below, you will input all your expenses, set dates, input amounts, and relate the relevant category. The initial overview will signal if you are on budget or overspending. So no more surprises in terms of money. Next, we have the library page, where you can collect all books and readings for a university or pleasure. You have three views here, one for books that you are reading, one for books to read, and another for completed books. There's also a view of all your favorite books. The applications page helps you track applications for university, volunteer programs, or career opportunities. You have embed blocks to upload your resumes, cover letters, or any other document you need to have ready. The database collects all applications and has a board view grouped by status. The last page of this planner is your contact book. It basically acts as a personal CRM and lets you organize and save all academic, work-related, and personal contacts. You can input contact information, consultation hours, and even birthdays. The database will calculate the next birthday automatically, and any upcoming birthday will then show up on the relative card on the right. And this concludes our tour of the complete student planner designed for Notion users. As we wrap up, remember that staying organized is key to conquering your academic life. A student planner template isn't just a tool, it's your roadmap to success, helping you balance school and personal time without feeling overwhelmed. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on how to maximize your productivity. If you're ready to take control of your schedule, check out the link in the description to get your own student planner template. Thank you so much for watching, and here's to your academic success.